Welcome back, everybody, to the Las Vegas Raiders franchise. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, and happy Thanksgiving. Well, we are here. This is it. Final week of the season, week 18, and it's all up for grabs. Number one seed is there. You have three teams right now at 14-2. Obviously, we take on the Jags. And the funny thing is, the Jaguars, they're going to have to win this. And even if they win and the Colts win, they're still a wild card team, but the Colts would take over that number one seed. Absolutely crazy stuff here in the AFC. That division's still for grabs. That is insane. But pretty much every other team is clinched. It's really just all about seeding right now. And I want that number one seed. I want that bye. I want home field throughout. I don't want to be playing in the wild card weekend. I know we'd be at home in the wild card weekend, but man, I'd rather have that bye. And then, hey, you got to go through our home stadium in Vegas to go to the Super Bowl. As for the NFC, looks like there's one spot left. You got three teams up for grabs, but right now Seattle in the driver's seat. If they win their game, that's it. They're in, and everybody else is there. But take a look at the season that Trevor Lawrence has had. Ridiculous stuff. 35 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's it. That's kind of like Josh Allen the previous year. The crazy thing is, so he's only thrown 1 interception the entire season. That's it. If you look at the running game, Travis Etienne, nearly 1,400 yards, getting very close. But if you look at the fumbles as well, they've only fumbled once, and it wasn't even a lost fumble. They have 1 turnover the entire season. 1. That is insane. 1 turnover the entire season. So their offense does not give up the ball. Christian Kirk, you can see 14 touchdowns, having a great season, over 1,000 yards. Zay Jones, 7 touchdowns. Evan Ingram has 9 touchdowns. Pretty much as you can see, they only have 4 guys in their offense, but they're all solid. I mean, Ridley's a solid receiver. So offensively, they got some weapons, and they don't turn the ball over at all. And defensively, and pass rushing wise, they got some guys that can get to the quarterback. They really do. The thing is I think kind of in the middle is maybe where we can get to them, but they have some really solid inside linebackers that can make some great tackles. So we have to be very careful with that. Sidney Holiday, a guy they drafted, and you can see, I believe he was a first-round pick. He was. You can see first-round pick in 2024. So they've been trying to continue up that defensive line. Obviously, the front four can really make or break your defense, but you got Trayvon Walker, Josh Allen. They got some guys that can get to the quarterback, and you got Lloyd and Aluakon there in the middle who can make some tackles. So maybe up the middle, if you can get a little bit push, get to that second level, get the run game going. In the secondary, not the greatest. I would say that's another maybe, thing not very good for this defense. But hey, if you got a pass rush, it's always going to make that secondary look about 1,000 times better. So we go into this game. Man, taking on this Jaguars, this high-powered offense that just does not turn the ball over. But you know what? When you get pressure on the quarterback, you get in a quarterback's face, and you can consistently do it all game, that clock is going to speed up. He's going to make throws that he probably shouldn't and could create turnovers. But look at those passer ratings, deep, middle, and short. My goodness. What a season Trevor Lawrence is having. That's like an MVP-type season. The problem is you got Mahomes, I think, is throwing close to 50 touchdowns. He's very close. So I could see Mahomes winning the MVP once again. Defensively, yeah, we got to watch the blitz for sure. Game plan goal, 5+ sacks. I think we'll roll with that because we got to get some pressure. As for practice this week, anybody injured, hopefully we are good to go, healthy, coming into this final game, trying to clinch home field throughout the AFC playoffs. Looks like we're good. All right. You know what? Let's get this one underway. Here we go. Get into this game. Max Sampson is back from the dislocated shoulder, so that is good to go. We got the health-wise. Problem is Amari Burney is now out, so Luke Burke has to step in. We are dealing with some of these late-season injuries, and obviously Josh Jacobs not here anymore. I mean, we got some guys out, but you know what? Next man up. We've built this team, obviously, for depth. We knew injuries were going to happen. That's the NFL, and how awesome. This is the Sunday night game. Final game of the regular season is underway. And the winner, more than likely, the number one seed. If we win, we're guaranteed. But Jacksonville, they have to see what went on in their division if they have a chance here. So here we go. Max Sampson on the field, 18 touchdowns on the season, just 4 interceptions. He has been very good not turning the ball over, that is for sure. And here we go, and he's going to keep it himself. Sampson around the edge. Sampson got some running room, and he's going to get out of bounds. Late push there, no flag, but we'll take it first down. Gain of 13. I mean, we're still going to utilize him running. I know he came off the injury, but we still got to utilize that weapon that he has. It's Jamal Williams with the carry, and he's going to pick up around 5 or 6 yards. With Connor Williams is a bit shaken up. So that's no good. That's not going to help out our offensive line. 3rd and 3. Sampson fires quickly. Kind of glitched out a little bit there, but a little bit short to Amari Cooper. So a 4th down and 1 here early on. What do? We're going to go for it. Right around midfield. Stay aggressive in this game. We got Jamal Williams in the backfield. They're stacking the box as well. Here we go, right up the middle, and he's got it for the first down. Williams is through, and Albert O is now shaken up. Man, see down below, Seattle did win. So Seattle clinches that final spot in the NFC playoffs. So there you go. They'll be the 7th seed for sure. 1st and 10. Play action. Sampson looking down the field. Plenty of time to throw. Just a 3-man rush looking down the field. And he flings it. That's a jump pass to Michael Mayer. Down to around the 10-yard line and a first down. I don't think I've ever seen that before in here. A jump pass by Max Sampson. That was actually really awesome to see. I want to see that again. Yeah. Wow. I know they have the sidearm, Mahomes, Super Bowl throw, which is absolutely ridiculous, and you're rare to see it. But that was awesome to see as Jamal Williams up the middle gets down to the 1-yard line. Trying to get a really good start here. Alberto pec strain will be able to return. 2nd and goal now from the 1. Jamal Williams, he's in for the touchdown. And a great drive to start out this game. Go right down the field. Statement. Get a score on the board. Put pressure on Jacksonville right from the start. That's exactly what you want. Get the crowd involved. And here comes Trevor Lawrence in this Jacksonville offense. I mean, 1 turnover the entire season. That's ridiculous numbers. It is. Yeah, 35 touchdowns. 1 pick. On 300 completions. I mean, it's just crazy. It is. As the stop there picks up around 4. Now a 2nd and 6. Going empty. Oh, this is a QB draw, and it's going to work out perfectly as Luke Burke will finally take down Trevor Lawrence. So we're going to see a lot more about Luke Burke. We've seen him in limited action before. He's performed well. So we'll see what he brings to the table here. As that one's going to fall incomplete. Misses his receiver timing just a tad bit off, and that's what we got to do. I mean, we got to take away the timing. Firing, and this one's going to be picked off. Tyreek Patterson undercut the route for Jones. He's got some room in front of him. Is anybody going to catch him? They will not. He's going to the house for the touchdown. Well, there's pick number 2 of the season. Tyreek Patterson with an unbelievable play. He just, trailing the route, kind of baiting Lawrence to make that throw. And at his size, at 6'4", he just goes up and gets it. Oh, man. Got the vertical going there. That was an absolute crazy pick. Takes it to the house. 14-0 lead. And I did see down below that the Colts did lose. I think they played San Francisco and they lost. So this is huge for Jacksonville. Jacksonville is now in the driver's seat. Now down 14-0 though, but they need a win. If they win, you beat us. They have home field throughout obviously the division. But if they lose, they are a wild card team. Pressure on Lawrence, and he's going to go down. Tyree Wilson, and the defense is on fire here early on. Jacksonville might want to wake up real quick. 3rd and 20. Lawrence in the pocket, just a 3-man rush. Steps up, fires, and he has his man. Christian Kirk with the reception. That is a huge first down. Much needed for them. You don't want to punt the ball right back to us. Next thing you know, it's 21-0, and you're almost out of the game. But a great completion. Merrick was right there. Man, I thought for sure that was going to be at least knocked down. But nice job by Lawrence stepping up in the pocket. Big first down. 2nd and 10. ETN with the carry. And he's got decent yardage. Picks up around 7. So bring up a 3rd down and 3 here from the 48-yard line. Could be 4-down territory. 3rd and 3. Lawrence, play action. Looking, and he's just going to throw it away. Interesting play call there. Do they go for it? And they do not. So, Jacksonville decides to punt the ball. We'll start at the 20-yard line. Sampson fires down the field. That's going to be caught. Joseph Good, but Good is shaken up. You know, you want to obviously get the victory in this game, but you want to also stay healthy. So hopefully Joseph Good is okay. Jamal Williams breaks off one tackle, gets a block down the field, continue to stiff-arm defenders. And that's a gain of around 12 yards up to the 46-yard line, 1st down. Offense looking good, defense looking good. On that run, not so much. But so far, so good. I mean, it's a Bruce Sterner for good. He is out for the remainder of this game. So at least that is not like a multi-week injury. It's just a game injury, but still. As Sampson goes down, there is Josh Allen. They got some pass rushing guys. There's no doubt about it. We got to be careful in that front. 3rd and 20. Over the middle, finding Trey Tucker, and Trey Tucker's got a first. So both teams having a 3rd and 20 in this game, picking it up. This time it's Trey Tucker. And we're up to the 35, because we wouldn't have been in field goal range if you don't pick that up. Sampson using that speed, getting around the edge, keeps going down to the 10, down to the 5, to the 4. Sampson with a big time run. 1st and goal to go. We try to punch this one in. Take a 3-score lead. 1st and goal. Back to Williams. Getting in the block from Blassingame. And he's in for the touchdown. Jamal Williams, 2nd TD. 21-0. Man, we have come out firing in this game. Trying to leave no doubt who the number 1 seed is. And trying to clinch this thing early. 21-0. We're still in the 1st. So, I mean, the game, obviously not over yet. Even though you build that big lead, we know they have the offense to strike. They just haven't seen the defense that we have. That's all I'm saying. 3rd and 2. Lawrence fires quickly. That's going to be caught on the edge. And Patterson will there bring him down for the tackle. Still pick up a 1st down for Jacksonville as we're going to reach near the end of the 1st quarter here. This might be the last play. 1st and 10. Lawrence firing down the middle of the field and dropped it incomplete. Oh, man. Ridley had it, should have had it, drops it off the hit. And we head into the 2nd quarter. 3rd and 10. Lawrence outside, timing off, incomplete. And right now, I think Lawrence is having a bit of issues. You can see some of the timing throws are off for him. Pressure, I think he's starting to feel it. And the defense is performing well as this time it's Keaton Mitchell with the carry. Get that speed. We've been hitting with Jamal Williams in the power. Now you bring Keaton Mitchell with that speed up to the 43-yard line. And a Raiders 1st down. Go for the pistol this time. Sampson looking. Fires quickly. Finds Jalen Hyatt for the grab. And obviously now with Joseph Good out for the rest of the game, Jalen Hyatt's going to have to step up a little bit here and perform. We're going to have Trey Tucker in here. Obviously had that huge 3rd down conversion catch. And rely on this run game as Gibson with the carry. We're going to utilize 3 running backs in this game. We'll try to split carries, but I'm hoping all of them are looking good. I said go with the hot hand, but if they're all running the ball well, we're just going to continue to split as the read option does not work out at all. Trayvon Walker comes right through. He's got the stop. 3rd down and 7, though. They bring the blitz. Fire to the outside. That is caught. 1st down, Amari Cooper. Great job from Sampson. Maybe you're going to take a hit. You make the throw. Move the chains. We're down to the 13. 1st and 10. Williams with the carry. Makes one man miss. He's down to the 4. Can still pick up the 1st down. Extend the downs to go. 3rd down and 1. So we just go right back to the run game. And Williams, it's going to power through. There you go. Get down to the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal now from the 2-yard line and trying to put this up to a 28-0 game. Keaton Mitchell in the backfield. Toss. Gets the speed around the edge and Mitchell's in for the score. Absolutely dominating Jacksonville right now. 28-0. And I know we're only in the 2nd quarter, but I don't know. Right now, It's looking like the #1 seed is going to be in our hands, and we're going to have that bye next week as Keaton Mitchell goes in for the score. And I'm telling you what, Jacksonville, you got to score in this drive. You got to get touchdowns here from probably drives on out. As ETN with the carry just picks up around 4, not a whole lot. But yeah, you're going to need touchdowns from every drive going out now. Probably a turnover or two. As Ingram with the grab. I believe that's his first catch of the entire game. Picks up the first down. 4:14 left here in this first half. It has been a dominating first half from our offense and our team entirely as Ingram goes up and gets it. That's a really nice grab there for Evan Ingram. As we have really just kept this offense in place. Really haven't done any. Obviously, they haven't scored any points. We get the turnover, and as ETN is going to see Max Crosby right in his face, right when he gets the ball. Not much you can really do about that. Nice run stop, 3rd down and 6. Lawrence fires, but knocked away. Jacorian Bennett. Really, Lawrence is lucky he didn't pick that one off. But this is going to set up about a 53-yard field goal. Chance for them to finally get some points here on the board here with 2:35 left in this first half. Not an easy kick. Kick is up. It is just going to get inside the left upright there. It is good. 28-3. The score. We got a chance here to add some more points before half. We're going to set up a screen to Gibson. He's got nobody in front of him. Plenty of running room. Cuts it back, trying to get his blockers involved. And he's up to the 46-yard line and a first down. Great play call. Try to, use their over-aggression and trying to get to the quarterback. Now 1st and 10. Sampson's going to take it himself, and he's got nobody in front of him. Sampson rolling to the 30, up to the 20, slides down. Let's say he's down at the 21-yard line. We're already in field goal range. Just, if we can put up another touchdown here, man, that just would be even more demoralizing to Jacksonville. But we want to let that clock run, too. We don't want to give them another possession. Sampson this time, and he's just going to go down. That will count as a rush, not a sack. Gets a yard, but a 3rd down and 9 here. 20 seconds left. No reason to force anything. Sampson just tries to go underneath the Cooper, but a little miscommunication there. Falls incomplete. We'll bring out Carlson here for about a 37-yard field goal. Try to get that field goal right back. Put it right back up to a 28-point lead. Kick is up, and it is good. So there you go. 31-3 going into halftime. It's looking good. Looking real good right now. Passing, running, defense has just been unbelievable. They only have 71 pass yards right now at half. We've thrown off their timing. Pressure has gotten Lawrence's face. He realizes he has to get rid of the ball quickly. We've been pressing their receivers with our, corners. It's been good. Philadelphia, 31-0 beatdown over Washington as they will go into the playoffs. They'll roll into the playoffs. Kansas City will too. Kansas City, 23-17 victory. They have not lost since we beat them, 5 or 6 weeks ago? So Kansas City, that is a dangerous team going to the playoffs. It is. With Pat Mahomes, man, that is a dangerous team. They are on absolute fire. So we'll have to watch out for that as we head into the second half. Jacksonville starts off the ball. Lawrence down the seam. Caught. Ridley. Grab. First down. Now, we just got to make sure we don't kind of fall asleep here and just, quietly let Jacksonville back into this game. Lawrence fires, and Patterson was there. Thought for sure at first he was going to pick that one off, but that falls incomplete. Jones can't hang on to that one. So they're going to try about a 54-yard field goal here, so at least we hold them to a 3-point attempt. Just barely made the first one, as this one's going to drift left, and it's no good. Misses the 54-yarder, puts us in great field position here because for us, still with a 28-point lead, that's a big lead. If you could put one more score up, I would say it closes this game out. So, especially if you get a touchdown. This is 38-3. Forget about it. Sampson looking, and he's going to run out of time. So that's not going to happen. Holiday comes through for the sack. So Jacksonville's defense gets a stop, forces a punt, But now they got 95 yards to go. And they're going to try an end around. That's not going to work out at all. Zay Jones, and he actually comes up a little bit shaken up on the play. Uche is going to be right there for the stop. 3rd down and 6. Lawrence from the gun. Looking to try to get rid of it quickly, and he does. He gets it outside. Catch. But he took a hit. I mean, Lawrence, you can see he's like, please, somebody get open quickly. About to take a hit here. So setting up a screen pass. That's not going to work out, but there's a flag. And I don't like where that flag was thrown. Yeah. Roughing the passer. That's an automatic 15. Diablo with the penalty. So Jacksonville now up to the 45-yard line. 3rd and 1. Fires quickly, and this one's going to be picked off. Poyer's going to pick it off. What happened there? I think his receivers just weren't ready. Lawrence shaking his head there. That just happened so quickly. Yeah, I think he's throwing it to Ingram, but it's too out in front of Ingram. The other tight end doesn't know what's going on, and Poyer's just at the right place at the right time, picks it off. 2nd interception of the game for Lawrence. Man, so we have Sampson making some moves. Lawrence comes into this game, 1 turnover, 1 interception, 1 turnover for the entire team the entire season, and we picked them off twice. Our defense is just unbelievable. And you know what? That's why we're got to be Super Bowl favorites. We really do. Because right now, with 3:19 left in this game, if we just had a field goal, I mean, I think this game's almost in the bag. And as long as we stay healthy, as Tucker is going to be short of the 1st down to the 20-yard line. Do you go for this here? Just go for it. You know, why not? Let's do that. You know, go for this. See if we can just add a touchdown. Sampson looking. Underneath. It's going to be picked off. Chuck Clark is there. Did not see him. Did not see him come down from that safety spot at all. That was just a great play by the defense. So Jacksonville's defense does get another stop, but the problem is offensively, they're not putting up anything. But yeah, great play there from Chuck Clark. It's just the offense. They've been off the entire game. And, you know, sometimes you face really good defenses like us. And hey, sometimes you can face really good defenses and you can still have a very good game. The matchups just work. But right now in this game, matchups just aren't working for Jacksonville. They're just, you can tell, off. Timing is off. Even those completions right there are just like tough completions. Anything they get is not easy. So they're just trying to get something here. As Ingram's going to have the grab, he'll have a 1st down as we move into the 4th quarter. And if I were them, I'd be hurrying of offense all day. You don't have much time left. You got to do something here. Lawrence looking down the field. That's going to be caught. 1 broken tackle there by Christian Kirk, but Luke Burke's going to come over and clean that up. Luke Burke, even though he haven't really seen him too much so far in the highlights because it's just hasn't been much, but really he has been a tackle machine. He has been actually filling in very well for Amari Burney right now. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Luke Burke. I've always liked him. I mean, UDFA, I saw some good stuff. Turns into be a star dev, still a star dev. The outside, and that's going to be a touchdown to Ridley. That was a really good throw. Really good throw by Lawrence. Right over the linebacker's head, perfectly placed, getting the 2 feet down. That was a really nice touchdown by Jacksonville as they get their first touchdown of the game. But yeah, Luke Burke, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I really am. It's going to make linebacker. I mean, the depth at linebacker is ridiculous on this team. It really is, and it's going to be interesting for some moves, free agency and stuff. Who do you play? Because you got Diablo, who's really good. You have Amari Burney, who's probably our best linebacker on the team. Will Jacobson, the rookie, you know, he's a superstar dev. He'll be back next year. You got Luke Burke, who's performing really well. I mean, it's just linebacker on linebacker on linebacker. Now, obviously, Odafe Owe and Josh Uche are technically outside linebackers. But, you know, they serve more of a pass rushing specialist here, and they're on the field and those nickel downs for sure. But, man, when you play mainly nickel and you got 2 linebackers out in the field, you know, I want to get Jacobson on the field. I want to get Luke Burke on the field. I want to get Diablo on the field. I mean, Burney right now is your mainstay, but I want to get those guys on the field, and sometimes it's just a bit tough to get when you have that much depth. So, you know, with injuries and stuff like that, you want to have depth at the position, but man, I mean, if Luke Burke continues to perform well, and we've seen it from Jacobson, I mean, Divine Diablo, I like Divine Diablo a lot. Is he on the chopping block? I mean, seriously, I mean, I don't know what to do. We're going to have some tough offseason decisions. I'll tell you what. Over the middle, that's going to be dropped by Ridley. As this game pretty much, and it's pretty much done for. Down 21, minute 33 left. Jacksonville's going to run a draw to ETN. That's a really good play call. Our guys are just running into each other. And ETN with a nice gain up to the 27-yard line. He's actually up to 70 yards rushing now. But a lot of it in here in like garbage time. So, you know, I don't know. As Lawrence is going to get hit, falls incomplete. Tyree Wilson, he'll have his fifth-year option at this offseason. So do you pick that up? I don't know. 3rd and 1. Over the middle. And it's caught. Luke Burke with the hit. Now down to the 13-yard line. Just trying to add a touchdown here at the end is Jacksonville, but we don't want to get him in there. We're going to try to deny this as Ingram with the grab. Gets out of bounds, so stops the clock there. So now down to the 8. Lawrence looking. Outside, caught, Ingram, nice tackle there. He'll be short. They call a timeout. And now down to the 2. Lawrence to throw. Fires in. It's going to be picked off. Trayvon Merrick with the interception. 3rd of the game for Lawrence. And it's going to finish off the regular season in style and going to clinch the number 1 seed for this Las Vegas Raiders team. The Super Bowl in the AFC goes through Las Vegas. We have clinched it. We go 15-2 on the season. Unbelievable season. You know what? I expected this team to be a playoff team, but man, we have performed high expectations. You know, Jonathan Allen really was that piece on the defense that we needed. Offense has been inconsistent really the entire season, but man, when we just got to get the job done, when we got to come up with a big drive, a big first down, we do get it done. We just do. And 15-2, unbelievable season. Now the pressure's on. Go get a Super Bowl. At least get to the Super Bowl. That's for sure. You can see Luke Burke, 12 total tackles. He had 2 tackles for loss. He had a really good game. Bennett, 5 tackles, had that knock away. Tyree Wilson with the sack, only sack of the game, but we had a lot of pressure that Lawrence just had to get rid of the ball quickly, obviously leading to 3 interceptions, which he only really won the entire season. So defense, even if you don't get the sack, you get the pressure on the quarterback, and we got the job done. So let's take a look at the final standings. Ravens win the division 13-4, Bengals at 9-8, miss out on the playoffs, but they had, a 5 or 6 game losing streak during the season that just absolutely killed that team. Man, and it's not even like Burrow, anybody's hurt. They're all healthy. Jacksonville still wins the division. They just kind of luck out. There you go. Jacksonville will get a home game. Colts are going to be a wild card. That is something else. Dolphins at 14-3 win the division. Bills at 11-6. They will be a wild card team. And obviously, we're the number 1 seed. Chiefs at 11-6. So you have wild card teams that are 11-6. You have a 7th seed Kansas City Chiefs team. I believe they're a 7th seed. It's ridiculous. Lions win the NFC North at 11-6. Nobody else in the playoffs there. Falcons are the number 1 seed in the NFC, 13-4. Panthers at 11-6. And the Bucks at 9-8. Even though they lost 4 straight to end of the season, they still get in. So, it shows you the NFC for you. Cowboys at 12-5. Philadelphia at 10-7. They'll be a wild card team. And the Seahawks win that division at 9-8. They got a lot of talent. I think Seattle next year could be the team to really look out for. So here you go, the matchups. You got Miami, Kansas City. Buffalo is going to be going to Jacksonville. But man, that Miami, all these matchups in the AFC are crazy. Yeah, Buffalo going to Jacksonville. That'll be a heck of a matchup. You got Indianapolis going to Baltimore. And then the NFC, you got Tampa Bay going to Dallas. You got Philadelphia going to Detroit. And you got Carolina going to Seattle with Atlanta waiting in the wings. So we'll sim through this first week, obviously. See who we face. See the matchups. We face the lowest seed. So we'll see. But first, let's go through final season statistics. Samson just over 3,000 yards, 18 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Completion percentage at 55. The progression is still there. Obviously, he's not going anywhere. He'll be the starter next year. But I want to see more progression next year. You know, he came into the season late last year, then got hurt. So with this season, he's really played. This is now his like full season, right? So next year is kind of like a season number 2. Then it'll be a season number 3 for him. And I want to see more of that progression. I want to see, you know, better completion percentage, you know, more high quality throws. The interceptions down is already fantastic, but I want to see more of that. Jacobs doesn't go over 1,000. We actually don't have an 1,000-yard rusher or an 1,000-yard receiver. So that just shows you the, you know, the injuries we've dealt with throughout the season and inconsistent we've had offensively. Now, if Amari Cooper wasn't hurt for those first 5 weeks, he goes over 1,000 yards easily. But you can see, I mean, we just offensively, I think we still need work. I think the offensive line on the right side needs work. And hopefully that's not our downfall in the playoffs, because we're going to face some good teams with some really good defenses. But defensively, we're solid. It's just offensively, you know, I think we'd have, I don't know. Offseason, I always think about the offseason too. I don't know. We could see a new running back. We could see more receivers. I'm not sure what's going to happen. We'll see. But defensively, I hope we can bring back Jonathan Allen. We tried to re-sign him twice. He didn't have any interest. His interest bar is negative. It's the lowest it can go. So that is like something I just don't even want to think about right now, because 38 tackles for loss, 10 sacks. How do you replace that? Max Crosby with the record now, 27 sacks. He had 40 tackles for loss. You know, Crosby will obviously be coming back. Uche was a great pickup. He just was absolutely dominant. But Jonathan Allen, you know, I can franchise him obviously, but for me, if a guy doesn't want to be on the team and he doesn't want to resign, he just doesn't want to be here. So hopefully we can win a Super Bowl, and then you just be, hey, you know, we'll trade you somewhere. If we don't win a Super Bowl, I mean, I want to bring him back, but if the dude doesn't want to be here, don't want to think about it right now. We'll see. Dak Prescott's going to lead in yards in the NFL, so he is your passing leader. Here's Deshaun Bryan, rookie for the Seahawks. I'm telling you, next year, I think Seattle's the team. You got to watch for them in the NFC. Bryce Young, a solid season. Rob Kramer, former number 1 pick. So you got some young quarterbacks moving up here. Randy Ward. Ridder still rolling there in Atlanta. Obviously the number 1 seed in Atlanta. As for touchdowns, it's Mahomes. Leads again. He's probably going to win another MVP. I mean, Burrow with 40-3. It's just the Bengals. Maybe their defense just can't get it done. Hurts up there with a solid season. Lamar Jackson. Not a lot of interceptions from some of your top guys. Not a whole lot. I'm seeing a lot of like 5s and 4s, which is kind of crazy to think about. Bijan's going to win your rushing title. Not by a whole lot over Jonathan Taylor, but gets the job done. Jonathan Taylor, there's ETN, who we saw. Najee Harris with 1,300 yards. Derrick Henry, who could be a free agent after the end of the season. Now, I know he's up there in age, but still could be a difference maker for a team for sure. Could see some big-time free agent running backs on the board. This could be the offseason of running backs, because I think you're going to have some big-time running backs that are free agents, and then you're going to have the draft, which we saw was like running back heavy. A lot of running backs. So we'll see. Is this the resurgent of the running back? Well, I don't know. We'll see. Saquon could be a free agent. So same thing with Dobbins. I think the big ones are right now Dobbins, Kamara, on 1-year deals. 1 year left on the deals with Derrick Henry. I think obviously Saquon. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Diggs is going to lead in receptions there with 105. Kelsey with 103. Justin Jefferson with 103. Juju up there. Luke Schoonmaker, CeeDee Lamb. Rashee Rice just had an unbelievable season. You can see the touchdowns. Jarvis Duhan, rookie, over 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns there for the Browns. Deebo Samuel over 1,200 yards. We'll see the yards here in a second. Vincent Graves, pretty good season. I do like seeing, you try to get that progression right with the sliders, because you want to see some of the young guys perform. You don't want to see the same names up there all the time. You want to see actually guys really making an impact here on year number 2 of the, you want to see that because it happens. It happens all the time, obviously. So good to see some younger names here like Duhan. Maybe he's going to turn into an unbelievable receiver. We'll see. But yeah, Rashee Rice, 21 touchdowns. Didn't break, obviously, Randy Moss's record, but you're up there in the 20-plus touchdown. That's like rare territory. That is not a lot of guys have done that. So there you go. It's like Jerry Rice and Randy Moss. Is there anybody else that did that? I'd have to think about it. But hey, what a season. What a season indeed. Kelsey adds 12. Obviously, when you throw for 46 touchdowns, guys are going to get a lot of them. Adams with 10 touchdowns there for the Lions. Defensively, Kenneth Murray is going to lead the league in tackles. Look at Holcomb there with 143. He had 5 picks as well. So Cole Holcomb with a great season there for Pittsburgh. Great season. Eric Kendrick, there's Nick Bolton. There's Bernie. He had 121 total. Trenton Simpson with a really good season. We led in tackles for loss, obviously, with the tackles. It just doesn't. It never registers. I don't know why that happens. It's so stupid because if you go to the leader thing on the side, sometimes in the news, you'll see your guys are on there, but I don't know. We did lead with obviously 27 sacks, but Clyde Buchanan, the rookie, what a season. 18.5 sacks. Wow. Obviously a first-round pick there, top 5. Man, what a season for Clyde Buchanan. You put him with TJ Watt. Man, that Pittsburgh defense is unbelievable. What a season from the rookie. I mean, he's a clear rookie of the year. There's no doubt about it. He'll probably be an X factor next year. Wow. If Pittsburgh just gets some semblance of offense, they could have an interesting team next year. AFC just gets crazier and crazier. I'm trying to see Seattle's rookie, obviously the number 1 pick who looked like an absolute beast. We'll have to check that in a second. I did not see him up there. Because Seattle, Weatherspoon, there was 6. A lot of linebackers up here too. Diggs, there's Fred Warner with 4. Greenlaw 3, so 7 interceptions from the 49ers. Linebacker core, there's Ashton Whitehead. He had, 5.5 or 6.5 sacks. Obviously an X factor. One of the best players I've ever seen in the draft. He had 5.5. So he must have really slowed down or he was injured. But based on the tackle numbers, I think he was fine. Just had a little bit of a, rookie wall. So, but still, he is an unbelievable player. Let's take a look at what happened in the wild card round. And the Dolphins just couldn't do anything against Kansas City. The Chiefs end up beating the Miami Dolphins. Rice adds a postseason touchdown. They beat them 38-10. Dallas is going to take care of Tampa Bay. Same score, 38-10. Buffalo goes into Jacksonville. Beats them 21-14. So Jacksonville goes down. Philadelphia takes care of Detroit. Ravens 42-24 over Indianapolis. And the Panthers go into Seattle. Beat them 17-14. So with the Chiefs winning, that is our matchup. We take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes. Probably the hottest team coming into the playoffs, and we have to face them for a 3rd time this season. You got Philadelphia going to Atlanta, Buffalo going to Baltimore, and Carolina is going to Dallas. All right. This is going to be an interesting matchup. Really, we've done well with Mahomes, but I think he's thrown for 300 yards twice against us this year, which hasn't happened a lot against our defense. So he still puts up numbers. Come playoff time, he's just even a different quarterback, makes big-time plays. This is going to be one heck of a divisional playoff game. This is going to be something else against the Chiefs. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. Just hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the division round. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.